Your character in this film is very vicious, but it comes from a real wounded place. Was it freeing to play someone with no regard for others?
I think was it freeing? Yeah, I guess you could use that word. At this point in Amy's life, she's trying to buy her freedom, essentially. So, her husband killed her daughter, and she's not able to prove it, but she knows he did it. So she's sort of lost faith in humanity and in everything, and she already comes from, a damaged background. So this is her only way out.
And you mentioned some aspects of her backstory. For you personally, did you sort of fill in other areas of her backstory on your own?
Yeah, I was able to work on that and bring it to David. And, in the script, it was clear that the daughter was killed. But, everything else in between I was able to create and go over with the director, David Levy.
Mm-hmm. Was there any sort of part of her that you could relate to in your own life at all, or no?
Oh, wow. I think there's always things you have to try and relate to bring life to a character. But, she was a young mother. I don't have any children, but I do have nieces. I just tried to imagine those things, the sense of loss and the sense of somebody abandoning you and losing faith in humanity. I think we've all had those moments, but for Amy, it's tenfold. But yeah, obviously thinking about the people I love in my life and how I would feel if something like this would happen to me.
And for you personally, even though you've done films before and television shows, how comfortable are you feeling right now as an actress in films?
I feel like I'm still learning and still building and still navigating my way. But it's exciting, and I really wouldn't have it any other way. But yeah, on the set, I felt completely in my own skin and completely comfortable and strong and able to ask the questions that need to be asked without fear.
As far as the audition process as an actress, how are you feeling when you walk into a room to audition? Do you feel confident? Do you still feel unsure of yourself? How are you feeling when you go on different auditions for films?
I don't think I've ever met an actor who loves auditions. I think I've been on one audition where or two auditions where I was really able to get into a character and kind of explore a character with the casting director. And that was great because he didn't feel rushed, but I think most actors feel the same self-conscious feeling when you walk in a room with other people, in that sense of feeling rushed to hurry up and get through something, in the sense of wanting, and feeling like you have to puke, which thankfully I've never done, but I think it's something that all actors are plagued with. So now I try and... I had this one, it's funny, I had this audition, and when I got it, I was like, I really didn't understand why it was being sent to me. The character was 10 years older than me, and it wasn't the type of thing like where the age could be changed because the other actors were already cast.
Right.
So I really didn't understand it, and I was kind of, to be honest, I was a little pissed off, like, what? I don't understand. I don't understand why I'm being sent out for this. But I was like, you know what? I'll just take it as an experience, another, to try and shed that insecurity of going into an audition room. And I got it, like, really late at night, the night before. But, I just try to think of it as, like, a positive thing. Like, look, I'm actually being asked to go on audition. This is a great opportunity. Like, stop complaining. But it was really quick. And the day of, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna act like this doesn't matter at all, but still go prepared.
Right.
So I used my cold and my illness and my grumpiness to kind of fuel this character, and the casting directors loved it, and they were laughing the entire time, and I was like, whoa, that worked. And it was really bizarre. So now I try and approach auditions a little, sorry, my dog is barking. I try and approach auditions a little more relaxed, and just go in knowing that, you know, they have to see 100 people, and you know, not worry about it so much, because it's not, you know, it doesn't mean you're getting the role and you're not filming. It's just a chance to show yourself on tape.
Right. It's interesting, too, because you would think after having Steven Soderbergh have confidence in you that they would sort of, you know, help you with future roles. What is it about him, I guess, makes him so unique? And what are your feelings on his retirement?
What makes him so unique? Well, I think if you watch his films, that kind of answers all the questions. But I think he's able, you know, he's always been able to tread that line between making big films and also making really personal films. And even when he does a huge film, he's able to bring an authenticity, and he's able to have the audience ask difficult questions. I mean, even Magic Mike, it's like a popcorn movie, but you know, there's more to it than that. So
right.
I think that, you know, and he's also incredibly visual, obviously. In a world filled with CGI, he kind of simplifies things and brings you back down to earth, which I also really appreciate. And I hope he's not retiring, but we'll see.
And the thing I've been really impressed with you, Sasha, it seems like you're finding really unique, challenging, and outside-the-box films. Would you say that's sort of a conscious choice, or are these films finding you, would you say?
Well, I mean, obviously with the Soderbergh film, it came to me, and that was a great opportunity that I didn't want to turn down. And from there, that's when I decided to actually pursue acting. So I'd say now it's been more of a conscious decision to, since The Girlfriend Experience and since Entourage, to take on roles that are against type. And that's what I've been aiming to do, to prove that I can play, you know, a character that's not one-dimensional, and to prove to people that I am not just playing me. So, you know, I've been fortunate enough to have met some really incredible people along the way, and people who understand that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. It was really good talking to you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.